Question: is there a typical German folding knife? Yes and no. Of course, there is no German knife that is as iconic to Germany as, for example, the Laguiole knife is to France. Some may say the Mercator knife is a typical German folding knife. However, you could argue, and with good reason, that the automatic lever lock knife is a classic German folding knife. Welcome to my review of this automatic lever lock knife by the German cutlery company Hubertus, or as my American friends prefer to pronounce it, Hubertus. The Hubertus Cutlery Company was founded in 1932 by Kuno Ritter in Solingen, Germany. The name Hubertus refers to Saint Hubertus, the patron saint of hunters. Legend has it that Hubertus, a wealthy young noble, went off to hunt while most other people were at Good Friday services. He chased a stag, which suddenly turned to face him. The animal had a cross between his antlers. Hubertus heard the voice of God telling him to quit his worldly ways, or he would surely find himself in hell. Hubertus heeded the warning, becoming a saintly cleric and bishop devoted to helping the poor. The Hubertus name and logo are well chosen, since Hubertus makes a large range of traditional stag-gripped pocket folding and hunting knives. This particular type of switchblade is also advertised as a hunting knife. Here in Germany, this type of knife is known as Springer. The German verb springen translates to the English verb to jump, which of course refers to the opening mechanism. The blade jumps out of the handle. Now, why would I consider the Springer a typical German folding knife? We know from sources of the 19th century that several knife makers in Solingen experimented with various automatic opening mechanisms. The switchblade or automatic knife is thought to have originated as a response to demands for a convenient pocket knife that could be opened with only one hand. Around 1850, the expression Aufspringmesser turns up in sales documents and brochures from Solingen. Henning Ritter, a member of the Ritter family that owns the Hubertus company, kindly provided some historic images of switchblades from his personal archive. Henning Ritter is a walking encyclopedia of knowledge about the history of Solingen's cutlery industry. At the end of the 19th century, many ingenious one-hand opening mechanisms were patented. At least 30 different switchblade opening systems are known to have existed. Small switchblades were specifically invented for women, so that women could open a knife without breaking their fingernails. German switchblades were not only produced for the national market, but were also exported in significant volume to countries all over the world. With the advent of legislation restricting ownership or sale of such knives in the mid-20th century, the worldwide popularity of automatic knives began to decline. Before we take a closer look at the lever lock mechanism, let's quickly go over the specs. The closed length is 11 centimeters. The total length is 20 centimeters. The blade length is 8.5 centimeters and the blade thickness is 3 millimeters. The weight comes in at 150 grams. Please note that Hubertus has been manufacturing lever lock switchblades in a wide variety of configurations. They are available in different sizes with all kinds of handle materials: wood, stag, bone, micarta, mother of pearl, etc. The knives are available with different blade steels and blade shapes. If you Google Hubertus switchblades, you will be surprised by the various configurations. The specific opening mechanism of this lever lock knife goes back to a patent, or patent if you prefer the British pronunciation, from the year 1897. Now, how does it work? In addition to the back spring, there is a leaf spring inside the handle. I hope the camera picks it up. This inner leaf spring fires the blade open with authority. Of course, you need a safety mechanism to control the blade action, and that's where the lever lock comes into play. This lever or button is also attached to a spring. this one here. By pressing the lever down, a pin or bolt is lifted. Once the blade is open, the pin or bolt functions as a locking mechanism. The blade is now locked. If you want to close the knife, you have to lift this pin again, like so. And then you have to work against the force of the leaf spring inside. And to prevent accidental deployment of the blade, you turn over the lever, like so. It's a very neat mechanism. Compared to modern automatic opening knives, this lever lock mechanism might seem old-fashioned, but at the same time it's exactly what makes this knife so interesting. If you're a knife collector or if you're interested in different opening and locking mechanisms, you should definitely add a Hubertus lever lock switchblade to your collection. Besides the unique opening mechanism, this knife is built like any other traditional pocket knife. There are 2 brass liners, 4 nickel-silver bolsters, and 2 handle scales. Well, this handle scale is divided at the center by this additional spring. The handle material is jig bone in a nice cherry red color. But as I mentioned earlier, these knives are available with many different materials. The blade shape is a drop point design. The blade is flat ground. The blade steel is 1.4034, which is a German steel designation. Internationally, this steel is better known as 420 steel. The blade steel seems a little bit outdated, but grade 420 steel is still commonly used for cutlery because of its good corrosion resistance, especially when polished to a mirror finish. I hope you enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching. Take care.